Ashlee Evans-Smith here for Injitsu.com, standing with MMA legend Frank Trigg, now officiating. You do this all over Southern California, all over the country?
All over Southern California, Hawaii, and until recently, UAE. So I was in Abu Dhabi and Dubai a lot this last year or whatever.
Internationally?
Yeah, kind of, sort of, but only a couple places. Not like Herzog and those guys. They're like everywhere. I'm just like close, local. I like California, so I stay close to California.
You prefer to be local?
Yeah, because my regular job, my career job, has gotten me so busy. Like, for me to take off, like, I don't know how Beltran, Herzog, and Dean do it. Like, they all of a sudden, they're just gone for like a week. I can't do that with my regular job. Like, I'll miss gigs, so I gotta stay close.
And that's stunt work?
Yeah, stunt work and acting. Yeah, I just came back from Peru working on Transformers. I did just did a movie about 1992, the LA riots. We just finished doing that.
Rodney King.
And then we head to, I think I head to New Orleans in a couple weeks to film something. I don't even know what the hell it is.
All right.
I just got a phone call. I was like, are you available? I was like, yeah, I'm available. Let's go.
Awesome. So you're staying busy with stunt work and officiating. Yeah. What do you think about the Lights Out organization?
So I really, obviously, I'm a Bills fan because I'm from Rochester, right by Buffalo. So I know Merriman from Buffalo when he was playing there. Obviously playing the Chargers, so most people know him from the Chargers here in town. But I remember him at the Bills. So for me, it was a huge deal to be on his first show way back when. And now, every time he has a show, I actually asked Sean and Mark and Andy Foster, the executive officer of California, can I be on his show every time? So I get assigned to it. Because I like it. And it really is a spot. It's a guy that likes fighting, that came from a different sport professionally, that made a crap ton of money doing something else, that's taking that money and putting it into the local economy where he lives and where he stays and trying to help out other fighters. And what he does a lot of times is he takes these football players that have been cut and are no longer in the league but really want to fight and want to continue. They're so young, like 25, 26 years old. They have a career left. And he has them come in and fight for them, and then they move on. And some of them moved on to bigger things. Some of them have like, I did it one time, I'm good. Like, this fighting's not for me kind of thing. But you see some guys that come through and do great things. So.
I love that. I feel like he's truly giving back to the sport, even though it's not his original sport. He's just a fan of the sport, wants to give back to his sport, football, and now he's helping out MMA.
And it's weird when you see like guys like Brian Ortega are in the crowd. And Sean's trying to split the crowd to get to Brian to take a photo with him. Like, you're the promoter. This is like your show. Like, what do you? He's like, no, you don't understand. I'm a big fan of Brian Ortega, so he wants to get over there. So that happens a lot too, because he really is a fan of the sport, not just a service fan, but he really he watched the UFC today all day, and then came here and threw his own promotion. You're like, that's a fight fan. That's a guy that really wants to get back to.
That's awesome. It's a great promotion. It's my first time working backstage. What did you think of this card? All the fighters.
So it all comes down to you can have. We always talk about levels, A, B, C, D level of fights, right? You can have a D level fight, but if it's match made very well, the fights are incredible, the people are enthralled, they want to see what's going on because there's a lot of back and forth. This was that kind of night. At a smaller show, because we're a ballroom, we're not the Forum, we're not the Honda Center, so it's a smaller show in Southern California that is consistently always throws, gives the guys local a shot to win fights. The guy, tonight we had a champ from downtown LA. I came here the last time I heard some guys fighting out of downtown LA. Like, you hear Hawthorne and Inglewood and Thousand Oaks, and you hear all these big camps and, all the big camps throughout Southern California. This guy was like, no, I'm claiming downtown LA. That's where I live. That's where I'm fighting. And it gives the guys a shot to come and fight, and they rushed it. Tonight was back and forth. I had to move. My head is sweating because, a lot of times you're like, okay, so I'm just going to stand here and watch this kind of progress. I kind of know where it's going. Tonight was a lot of back and forth, a lot of, oh, this guy's winning. Oh, crap, this other guy's winning. Why did he do that? Oh, it worked. Now what am I going to do? So there's a lot of that going on because the matchmaking is so solid.
Yeah, I think the matchmaking was great. And I never actually thought about it that way. You can have a lower level of fighting, but if they're matched up, then they're going to be, it's going to be a great fight. That's a great, I never even thought about that. So if you had to pick a fight, I know there's a lot of action-packed, even the, debuters. Yeah. Favorite fight of the night?
Probably Ozzy Diaz Moises fight, because Moses is just so good and he's so solid and he brings such a great energy to the fight. But then you forget about Ozzy Diaz, where he's just like very quiet and kind of into himself. He doesn't boast. He's not a shit talker. He just kind of comes out and does his job. And that fight was back and forth. And to be honest with you, in the very beginning of the first round, Diaz was taking over. Moses was kind of lit up a little bit. Then at the end of the first round, Moses was coming back. Was like very close. Who are you going to pick to win that round? They get into the second round, and Diaz finishes everybody in the first round. So all of a sudden now you got to test him. Like, he doesn't go to the second round that often. So now we're in the second round. What's he going to act like? He started lighting up Moses again, and all of a sudden Moses got a couple of good punches in there, and he just quietly just threw a little uppercut. and Moses was expecting every other punch to come at him like it'd been all the entire fight before that. All of a sudden, one came from underneath and didn't see it happening. And by the time he realized what was going on, he was already on his knees. And he got back up. So he's in shape, he's ready to fight. Moses got back up, like, oh, we're still got a fight going on. We still have something happening. And he hit some of a nice, clean right hand that put him down, and that was the end of the fight. It was by far my favorite fight because really, I was judging that fight, and as I'm judging it, I can't make up my mind who's winning. If the fight ended at particular points throughout the round, I couldn't tell you who was winning the fight. It was very close.
Exciting card all around. 3 new champions were crowned. Thank you, Frank. Where can we find you on all the social media handles?
Well, it's super easy. Frank Trigg, one word, everything. Twitter. I think I'm still on MySpace. I think I'm on some other random stuff, but Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. It's all Frank Trigg, one word. It's all me or my wife Jill is the only two that answer it, and it's the easiest way to get a hold of me.
Thank you so much, Frank. For tonight's exclusive content, go to injitsu.com.